So, my name is Jeff Morgan. I am here with Dad Talk today, and I am here with I have the honor of introducing Rita El-Mounayer.
That's very good.
And you
Not a lot of people can pronounce this name.
It must be because I lived in the Middle East. Maybe that's the reason.
True. That's very true, yeah.
So anyway, welcome here today. Welcome to Dad Talk today. Welcome to the National Religious Broadcasters Conference. And tell us a little bit about yourself. So right now, your position, what do you do? Will you work with SAT7?
That's right. So my name is Rita El-Mounayer, and I'm from Lebanon.
Beirut area?
Well, Baalbek area, Bekaa.
Okay.
Bekaa, but I lived all of my life in Beirut.
Okay.
So I work with SAT7. It's a Christian satellite television.
Right.
Well, it's a bouquet of channels.
Right.
Two in Arabic, one in Farsi, and one in Turkish.
Right.
And we have presence on social media.
Right.
Strong presence, and we have also video on demand, SAT7 Plus.
Really?
It's called SAT7 Plus, yes.
Wow.
Aiming for the young generation.
Yeah.
So what do you want to know about me?
So tell me about your position. How did you get there and everything?
I've been with SAT7 25 years, actually since the start.
Okay.
When they were looking SAT7 in the beginning in 1995, they were looking into people who's studying Christian and studying media, and I was one of these people.
Okay.
And then I was working in FIBA radio, it's like FEBC here. So I was working there, and then they were very interested to have me on camera as a screen test, and especially after seeing my scripts for radio.
Right.
And I showed them my scripts, and I did a screen test, and then I started with SAT7 in 1996. First broadcast I was there.
Okay, really?
Doing children programs.
Okay.
And it was really an eye-opener for me.
Right.
Because I could see how many children wanted to know more about Jesus, and not just the children.
Right.
The majority, more than 90% of the letters back then. I'm talking snail mail letters, 1996. They were from parents, from mom, from dad, just writing for me. And then asking me, to say hi to their children on camera or to...
Seriously?
Yeah.
Now, were these both Christian and Muslim? It didn't make a difference?
They were Christian and they were Muslims.
Yes.
And it was, because I started talking a lot about Jesus to Muslim. Yeah. And, sharing their names on the screen, sending them gifts, I was blacklisted to go to Egypt.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
Because of this, I paid a high price.
Yeah. No, I understand. I remember when I was in Jordan, and I was talking with somebody who had been kicked out of Egypt, and he had to go to the government, of course, and he said, "Why are you kicking me out?" And they said, "Well, why do you want us to kick you out? What reason do you want us to put down?" And it was basically because he was a Christian and he was preaching the gospel in that country.
Yeah.
So you had a following of both children and parents, from what I hear you saying.
It was a great blessing. I think a lot of people, especially parents, wanted their children to be safe in front of television.
Right.
With all what's happening in violence and films and cartoons, even you can find violence in cartoons those days. Yeah. It was a program that it's a place where the children are safe.
Right.
And this is our slogan now for SAT7 Kids. So after many years, this program expanded to be a whole channel now for SAT7 Kids in Arabic.
Wow. Yeah.
And our slogan is where your children are safe.
Wow, that is tremendous. When I remember being over there, and in Jordan, we were actually receiving television broadcasts from Saudi Arabia. Now, people will not understand this, but because of the censorship that took place in Saudi Arabia, we could look at the TV shows, because they were taking Western TV shows. There was no bad language. There was no bad behavior. I mean, all of this stuff was censored out, and we felt like, wow, we could actually let our kids be safe with the English channels that were coming from Arabic. So the importance of having children be safe, I think, cannot be underestimated, especially especially in today's society. So you live in America right now. Is that correct, or do you live in the Middle East still?
I live in Cyprus.
Oh, you live in Cyprus. Okay,
Yeah.
I've been there too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
First time on the way to Jordan, we stopped in Cyprus. So that was great. Yes.
Yeah, it's very close by.
Yes.
I live in Cyprus because after this children program was a hit on SAT7, I had to leave FEBC, and join SAT7 as a full-time person.
Yeah.
And then I studied more and became the director of Arabic programming. Graduated in England, then I came back to Cyprus to work in Cyprus.
Right.
And here I am today, the chief executive of SAT7 after 25 years.
So tell me how this works, because typically speaking, when we think about the Arab culture, we typically don't think about a lot of women being CEOs, but you are a CEO. How was that for you, rising up to that rank? Was that something that was ever expected? Was it something that you faced a lot of pushback or challenges because of the culture and everything?
It's interesting. No, I never had any trouble.
Okay.
I think I gained the respect of my colleagues and my male colleagues. I gained the respect of the church leaders in the region, and I don't think they look to gender more than the skills and abilities to lead, and it was a blessing.
Wow.
I think SAT7 from the beginning invested in me. They really believed that. They saw something in me that obviously was good.
Yeah.
So, and they were the one invested in my studies. So when I went to England and finished my studies, SAT7 covered all my studies.
Wow.
So obviously they had, their eyes on me.
Yeah.
And I thank God, because until today, when I became the programming director for Arabic channels, all the people reporting to me were male.
Yes.
And they really respected me and loved me.
Wow.
And today also, all the people that report to me, apart from my PA, they're male.
Yeah.
And they love me and respect me, and it's a blessing. And I really want to applaud, these gentlemen from Cyprus and from Egypt and from Lebanon, from North Africa. These are men, but they really look up to me, and I feel so thankful.
Yeah.